It's like the sound guys that do like the decibel drags.
Yeah.
Do it. We could just call them. It's Toyota drag racing, really.
Toyota
How many
Dragathon.
transfer cases do you have? 6. You're perfect. For this.
Do you even move?
All right, welcome to the Dirt Drive podcast. Tim, for a future note, the synchronizing clap is from PJ, so when you watch the video, just make sure you note that. No Tim today.
Thank God.
Yes, he's having his third testicle surgically removed.
I thought it was his third nipple.
No, that was last week.
Right.
But yeah, as since Tim's not here, I will take over the introduction. Welcome back to your favorite podcast, the Dirt Drive podcast. Today it's just myself, Tom, with Trevor and PJ.
Hi, Tom.
Hi, PJ.
Jesus Christ.
Look, I don't normally do this shit, but I feel obligated because I'm sitting in Tim's seat.
Tom doesn't do this normally. Tom is uncomfortable.
No, actually, I would say
The boulder.
I would say I'm more comfortable sitting in the basement than normal.
Tom is no longer conflicted.
This is going to be an unhinged podcast. I can already tell. Let's drink more of my coffee. I have no idea what episode this is going to be or when it comes out.
Tuesday.
Well, it's every Tuesday.
Yeah.
Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, follow. Get your friends to follow.
Yeah.
Everywhere you listen to podcasts, the Dirt Drive podcast, Dirt Nerds Offroad, DirtNerds Motors, and DirtNerdsOffroad.com. I do think probably about the time this comes out, we should have it sorted out. But I think we're going to do a pre-order shirt.
Hey.
Because we had some production issues with a shirt that I really want to bring back. Because I never got one on the first run.
Oh.
There's a certain trademark issue from a certain supplier. So, that being said...
We have literally one of the actual design.
No, because 5 got ordered before we got shut down.
No, I'm saying
Where's
that
the other 5?
That was the...
Angel has one.
That was the first run. The second run that I made where I used the actual proper design. I sample ordered one to see how it would turn out, and then when we went to go place an order for more, they told us, ugh.
Yeah, so I think we finally have that fixed enough to do the pre-order.
Okay.
And by the time this comes out, you'll either be finding out about it shortly after this comes out, or it'll already have been released, and this will all make sense.
Yep.
But follow the socials, join the Dirt Nerds Off-Road forum on Facebook. That's probably where it will get posted first for our friends in the metaverse. Yeah, I don't
Click the link above.
I don't even like saying
Click
that.
the link here.
We are.
We're YouTube.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is. Oh yeah, Tim, insert link.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Did you see what happened on the Dirt Drive podcast?
We almost died.
We almost died.
Can every time we post a link, can we do it like the Nick Jr. shows where they're like, they were just holding pose for 10 seconds with nothing? Put the link here.
Okay, back to the action.
Swiper, no swiping.
But yeah, I think this is just going to be like
Jeeple, no jeeping. That's a shirt.
That's a shirt. That's a good sticker, actually.
That is.
PJ, go ahead.
PJ, write it down.
PJ's got his notepad today, which tells me this is going to be a
completely unhinged.
It's going to be an unhinged podcast.
Oh, I've got a whole entire
Jesus
sticker
Christ.
list. Well, some of this is for work, like shop work.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought those were all the ideas you written down. I'm like, what are you doing?
Speaking of shop, this was not coordinated, but PJ are both wearing the same Shop Monkey shirt.
Pull your shirt down the rest of the way, please.
Oh, you're right. This isn't our OnlyFans stream. Sorry, everybody. This is why we can't do video.
It's only pasta.
Hang on. Stand by.
First there was Feet Finder. Now there's Tummy Tickler. Okay, Pillsbury, calm
The
down.
original tummy tickler. All right.
Don't fucking touch me there.
Stranger danger. What's the rhyme they teach kids now?
There's
please,
a rhyme?
Please, no, don't touch me there. This is my no-no square.
Oh,
That's Stewart. That's Stewart.
yeah.
I couldn't remember what it was.
Don't touch me there. That's my no-no square.
Well, and then there was the guys who were doing it in VR.
Yeah.
They're like the one really famous videos. It's like this group of friends and they're like in VR, probably using like the Oculus or something.
Is anybody else suffering from droopy mic?
Yeah, mine's kind of falling down.
Mine's doing okay.
If you haven't noticed,
It's got whiskey Mike.
oh boy, that is way loose. Oh, good. Stand by, everybody.
But yeah, his character comes up the elevator and his one buddy can like hear him singing as his character's
Yeah.
because it's like
Oh,
it's like
long
distance.
yeah.
Well, no, because it's like the proximity chat. So like
Yeah.
the further away you are, the quieter it gets automatically. And then the elevator door opens up and he's literally dancing and he's going, "No, don't touch me there. This is my no square."
If you're new to the podcast, the studio is
Falling apart?
Didn't really have the budget for good equipment.
I wouldn't go
we're
that
getting there.
far, but I would just say it's kind of in
Because the
shambles.
studio is us and we're poor.
Yeah, we're poor. Buy our shit.
Yes.
Please, for the love of
So we
God.
can get better
Yeah,
stuff.
so we can actually make this kind of
so
semi.
so we can live.
Yeah.
I need a.
Oh, I'm drooping again.
Oh
Oh,
God!
you see that? Look at
Why is that so bad?
I don't know. We probably
I need
need
a screwdriver.
Yeah, what's the? Yeah, I
This
definitely
is
have a
great.
screwdriver
This is
somewhere.
awesome.
All right.
All right. Well, you guys go
Gonna
through some
hold
of your
mine.
Yeah, well,
some of your topics. When I find a screwdriver down here.
oh, that's your sticker list. Okay.
Yes, this is my sticker list. I have more. Do you want to go through the 4x Foodies thing too?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not quite.
I was gonna continue
Just
on.
pretend none of you heard that.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're talking about.
Just insert
Anyone else need
the.
a screwdriver for their?
No,
droopy mic?
mine's literally good.
Oh,
He
Trevor,
doesn't, he doesn't
You
have
want
whiskey
to
dick.
you want to fix PJ's since he's one hand in the mic?
he's good. We got to figure it out.
Professional.
Look, this
Something
is,
like that.
This is what happened when Dad's on vacation again, and and the three of us have to run the podcast by ourselves.
When
Is PJ going to send a 3 a.m. text message?
Yes.
again?
Yes.
what?
Do you not remember that
Which one?
when you were camping and you recorded those 2 episodes?
Yeah.
The
I
3 a.m.
remember it.
text message.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, then why'd you say what?
He couldn't remember which 3 a.m.
Go back
text
to
message.
go back to your list.
Yeah, let's go back.
It's,
Let's go.
it's still here. It
No,
never
we don't-
went
we-
away.
All right. What do you got for topics?
You probably don't even remember this one. The cheese's crust. I'm hungry.
Oh,
Oh, that's a classic.
yeah.
I was
Yeah,
going to
you need
continue.
that for the cheese truck.
I was going to continue the beer logo,
I like those.
yeah.
Those actually seem to do
Yeah.
pretty well. People
Yeah.
really like those.
and
Because
then
people like beer.
I was going to
Wow.
progress onto soda logos.
Ooh,
Okay.
yeah, that'd be a good one.
Thick Boys Off Road, of
classic.
course.
Duh.
Jesus Take the Wheel Bearings.
Yeah.
That's the theme
that's
from
a
Moab.
Moab.
I was going to say,
the
yeah,
theme
yeah,
from Moab.
that's- maybe the next long road trip we do.
Always bring wheel bearings.
Yeah.
Metal Joke, Gold Plated Rough Country.
Yep.
That's classic.
It's your Jeep, just garbage.
That's good XJ1.
This takes it back to the earlier
Oh,
episodes.
Spooky
when
Off-Road.
Spooky Off-Road when Tim was doing the Spooky Spirit Pelicans.
Well, considering Overland Expo's coming up, I'm sure it'll come back.
Pumpkin Spice, but it's gear glitter.
Ooh.
I like that.
Because that is
I like that.
that is definitely a spicy pumpkin.
So this is a bartender brain, but you always have a garnish on the glass,
Yeah.
and it's just a ring, and the pinion is the straw coming out of the glass, and it's just gear glitter on top of the whipped cream. So like your ring is your lemon
See,
wedge on the
yeah, I
glass.
I know what you could do with that. Take a marshmallow and cut
Yeah.
Oh
You-
yeah,
diagonal
Yeah,
You get
yeah.
the-
slits into it
I
to
was-
make it the pinion.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or you could even just get the scissors, the serrated scissors,
Yep.
and just cut it in half.
Yep.
The
That'd be good.
you know what you could do for that? If anybody in the t-shirt making world can do glitter on a t-shirt,
Oh yeah.
you do like a pumpkin, like an actual orange pumpkin as the axle,
Yep.
and then there's just a puddle, and the puddle's glittery.
Yep.
And you just call it pumpkin spice. Mm-hmm.
It's fine.
That's a good one.
Thick Foot Fat.
That one I don't remember.
like 6 foot fat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't.
I don't remember where that one stemmed from, but I wrote it down.
It's probably referring to me being 6 foot and fat.
I was gonna do this one at some point, but I was gonna do the Pet Boys.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
We're fun, damn it.
We're fun.
Damn it.
I mean, that's a
That's
classic.
that's
our
specifically for
catchphrase.
our wives though.
That's our catchphrase.
Yeah, that is our catchphrase.
I have a beer list, like beer names.
We should do that with 4x Foodies because I feel like those would be good.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Because some of those are good.
What do you got for podcast topics?
Oh God,
Talking points, I should say.
that's for Tim.
That's more of a note.
That's a note for Tim. It's YouTube. We can't put that up.
Yeah. Trying to monetize here.
Favorite wheeling spots, top 4 locations, west, mid, east. We can actually speak upon that now.
We could talk to some of that.
Yeah, West Coast sucks.
I still argue, and this was my argument before we went to Moab, just having somewhat experienced it. Moab is its own category.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Or I should like Utah.
Yeah.
Red Rock, like it's West Coast, East Coast, and Red Rock.
Moab and Sand Hollow are their own
Yeah.
entity.
Yeah.
Favorite trail meals, like trail snacks, camping food.
Sure.
Favorite off-road memory. It doesn't have to be a Jeep.
Oh. I know what mine is.
I got a couple of those I can't share on YouTube.
Mine we can share.
I should have brought this one up at Roush, but $1,000, what are you getting for your trail rig?
Oh. ZJ. Grand Cherokee. I believe it is the budget bougie bouncer.
Oh, 100%.
Doing a little callback to previous episodes. I love that term, by the way. Bougie bouncer.
Mm-hmm.
So good. So good.
It's a good one.
It makes me want to like just
Buy a ZJ?
no do like a solid axle swap like Cayenne or something like just completely outrageous.
Yeah.
What's changed about your Jeep style since you first started? Not in a JK.
Yeah, kind of. You know what? It's funny you say that. Literally scrolling Facebook last night, a memory popped up. It was a picture of us at Tim's house. Tom walks. The shop Jeep is parked there. 35s, 2.5 inch, nothing else. Then there's mine. I had clearly just bought it, still stock, hadn't put the lift kit on. And then there's Quist's
it's
there
tan
as
one,
well. Yeah. And so it's 3 JKs parked in the driveway. And I'm like, oh, how far we've come.
Oh, when we used to have money before we had children and homes.
I was going to bring up the one photo on your Instagram
Huh?
that you started doing the shop posts. If you go back enough, there's a photo of you in your Jeep, and we were pulling the Comanche out of a trail.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Because it wasn't yours yet.
Yeah, we had towed Greg
Is
off a
that the
trail.
trip that I wasn't on?
Yeah,
Is that
'cause
like
it was-
like that first one?
I think potentially, yeah.
Yeah.
Like we were literally pulling Greg off the trail.
I mean that tracks.
Oh, 100%.
that Comanche.
I forget what I was looking for, but I was like scrolling down.
The funny part of that is we were probably towing it because he was at the time probably claiming it was overheating and didn't want to drive it.
or it wouldn't restart.
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
Where was I? Oh, Dirthead Dave or Fred, either your ultimate adventure co-pilot, or which one of them would you build? Which one of them would you want to build your rig?
Dave.
I
For both?
I don't know about both because
Dave to build it, Fred as co-pilot for me.
100. I agree with that because like I feel like I would connect with Fred very well on the nerd side of it and just like nerd out on history and like just random facts because I love that shit, but also of all the guys that build stuff like we'll say amateur builders on YouTube, I think Dave is one of the better amateur builders. And I mean, I know he's not technically an amateur at this point, but like
Not at all.
I just
not at all.
like I think to that point though, like the guys that are amateur but are doing it professionally on YouTube, like Dave, as much as he thinks he's cutting corners,
He's really not.
He's not.
No.
And the corners that he normally
yeah.
Well, it's the corners that he normally like quote cuts.
Yeah.
Or more just like it didn't have to be done,
when he's
so he
like-
didn't
yeah,
do it.
yeah,
Like
he-
it's not like I'm only gonna 3/4 weld this thing together and we're gonna send it.
I'm just gonna slap this together real quick and hack it up.
Yeah, no.
And 2 videos later, it's like he's got like Louis V10 was like fucking long arm swapped F350 like.
It's like the corners he cuts are like, we're just not going to install the e-brake cables on this for time saving. It's like cool, you weren't going to use the e-brake anyway.
Yeah.
So.
It's like, I'm not going to fix that belt because that'll break eventually. But check out all this cool custom fab I did.
Yeah, but I feel like for me, it's not that I wouldn't trust Fred to build it. I just kind of like you, like Dave is just going to do it the right way.
I don't, like, I wouldn't.
Fred, I feel like has more like theatrical fun off-road. Like it's not that I don't think Dave doesn't have fun when he goes off-roading, but at least from what you can see online, like Dave is very much like locked in when he's driving and he's just kind of like, yeah, we're having fun. Whereas Fred's more like, brah!
I feel like
ADD.
Oh, 100%. 100%. And he takes more fun when shit breaks down. Like I think Dave hops right into, oh shit, we got to fix this.
Yeah.
And Fred's more like, what happened?
Not again.
Didn't have any idea that was gonna break down.
yeah, and I connect with Dave's like building style. Like I would do shit the same way he does.
Yeah.
Or like Fred, I'd want to build something with.
Yeah.
Just because like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dave, you could stick in a corner and come back in a couple days and be like, "Hey, look at that!
If
it's
I
done."
if I had the money, it would be like, here's a blank check. Call me when it's done.
like, hey,
Yeah.
we're gonna take your little ankle bracelet off here, and you can leave the garage now, Dave. Have fun.
Scurries away.
Sunlight.
One day we'll go out to the West Coast and meet all these people. And
We did meet them.
no, but I want to
Actually
I
sit
wanna
down
be-
and meet
yes.
them. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're so small. They're so small.
No, we're just really tall.
To be fair, they are also somewhat small.
Yeah, they're shorter.
Because it's not like we're all 6'7". Like
Yeah, but we're a large 6'1".
Yes, I'm aware
And as
that
a
we're on the
group-
bigger side, especially when we're together.
I was gonna say, as a group, everybody feels small around us.
Yeah.
Like I wish that someone had like randomly captured that picture at SEMA of the 4 of us standing next to those
Yeah.
2, and the height difference has just been like, "Rawr."
Casting couch photos.
So aggressive.
Want to be on our podcast?
It's so aggressive.
Why are you crying?
Oh my god.
All right, what else you got? What is
Who would you want narrating your life?
narrating?
Narrating Naruto.
You.
Naruto.
You.
Yeah, because you're like 73
I was
characters
gonna say,
in
that's a
one.
buy one get 35.
That's like listening to an audiobook where the narrator is really getting into it
Like,
and
I
they're
can-
voicing every character.
If we hired you to do it, you'd get David Attenborough,
Patrick Starr.
Patrick Starr. Here he is, the wild Thomas Sylvester in his natural environment. My point exactly.
And then
And then we get
voicing-
guest appearances from AK.
Well, I was gonna say you could voice Tom.
What are you talking about?
You could voice Tom as AK.
Yes.
That's the best part. All
Welcome
of
to the
Tom's
DirtNerds.
lines are AK's voice.
How would you like your Jeep to be built? Do you want top tier?
I think the best comment related to that was when somebody thought AK was a fake person until he was on
no.
the podcast. And it's at one point somebody asked if you did the whole episode in the accent.
I can if you want me to.
And I was like, no, that was actually our buddy AK. He's a real person.
AK is convinced that I
is
have
real.
Indian in my blood.
I mean, you may.
I mean,
No.
You're not one of those like European mutts.
No. It's like
oh no, he is. It's just all white.
Yeah.
it's split English and Irish. That's
White
it.
and whiter.
Yeah, yeah.
White and white. I am the white
No,
bread.
white and potato.
White and famine. Got it.
Got it.
So that's how you stay skinny and eat so much.
Guinness and Guinness. It's bread water.
I mean, it basically.
Yeah,
Fermented
I
bread
mean,
water.
technically, yes.
This was a new one I came up with a couple days ago. What about wheeling do you find the most enjoyment?
Wheeling.
But what about it? What about it specifically? That's what I'm getting at.
Doing it.
We've had this discussion endlessly about how dumb this hobby is as far as driving places drive around that place to drive home.
Is it the journey getting there? The technical aspect of it? Is it wheeling with your friends? Is it building the rig specifically?
Okay, so I'll add a third part because one of it. The first part is the mechanical challenge of it, right? Like, did I build the rig enough? Did I maintain the rig well enough? Is it ready? All that fun,
anxiety-ridden stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I like to
gonna stay together.
I look at it like adrenaline.
Yeah. I
It's all part of the adventure.
Well, because I mean, when you really think about it, we have known plenty of people personally that just constantly start over because a big thrill of it for them is the actual build and kind of watching their.
I feel called out.
No, but like Wally, right? Like Wally had that built 2-door JK, and was having a lot of fun with it, and then all of a sudden one day he showed up, and he no longer had the 2-door JK. Because he's like, nah, I wanted to start over and build it again. Because we've known plenty of people that have gotten to that point where they don't really want to go buggy, but they're like, I'm kind of bored having stuff be so easy. And then they go, you know what? I'm going to go buy a stock XJ and wheel the piss out of it.
Sure.
Like Greg did it, Wally did it, Mike from Appalachian Off-Road did it.
Yeah, but they've also done it with 2 rigs over the last 20 years.
Yeah, but
where I've had, as we discussed before we started recording, I've had
those don't count. They're
4
BMWs.
rigs in the last 5 years.
To
and
be
only
fair,
The collector.
to be fair, one of
3
them never saw the outside of your garage.
Well, as I said, 3 out of the 4 have been on the trail.
Yeah, I guess
The
technically
Chief,
we can count
Scrap
the
Heap,
YJ.
and the YJ's been on the trail twice. Just because it got towed home from the trail twice doesn't mean it wasn't on the trail. It's part of the build.
Of all of those, I would say the ZJ treated you the best.
I don't know. Well, I treated it the worst.
Yeah, but I mean, from a longevity and functionality standpoint, like the Chief was awesome. The Chief was awesome, but
the Chief was a hunk of shit.
That's my point, though. Is like, and as bad as, or I should say, as for how much you beat the crap out of Scrappy, like
it
that
really,
thing just kept going until it literally found out you were going to give it away and went, "Fuck you, kill myself."
Yeah.
We literally had the conversation with Habib like that morning,
like an hour
You're
before,
gonna buy it for $1,000.
It wasn't. I'm pretty sure I said you can have it.
Yeah.
It's gonna cost you $1,000.
And we're like,
to
we
fix
just need to get it off the trail. You
Yeah.
can have it. Dead.
First trail of the day.
It's dead.
No, but back to the original question, because King of Side Quest,
Yes.
Beardy McBeardy over there.
Success.
The mechanical challenge of the vehicles, the first part, I think that draws me to it. Because like I enjoyed a little bit of like autocross and track days, which have that same mechanical concept of, is my shit going to hold together?
Yeah.
But I think the off-roading side of it is significantly more. But then the wheeling part is twofold. Because I enjoy the adventure, the camping, the outdoors of overlanding.
Yeah.
But I think what always brings me back to rock crawling, and this is what I learned in Moab, I like the technical problem solving of driving obstacles more than I like driving dirt roads.
Yeah.
Like, overlanding is a blast because I love road trips.
Yeah.
Whether it's pavement or dirt, it doesn't matter. I'm a road trip guy. But the top of the list for me is the technical driving aspect, which is, I think, why I really want to get into racing or competition, like whether it's X-Rock or whatever, or Ultra 4, like the idea of that push is the best part of wheeling.
You guys need to leave your comments too. Just so you know. The listeners and watchers.
The watchers.
Down here.
Leave it
Right here. Right here.
Click the link in this spot.
Or we lose the shop.
We lose the podcast. I think the evolution of the vehicle for a lot of part of it. Because,
Yeah.
like, for me, that's what was fun about the JK, was taking it from stock and seeing how capable it was just as it's set. Because it was a Sahara. It's not like it had lockers, anything like that. Like, I was just going out. Yeah, and then all of a sudden...
It progressed from having it to not having it.
It's more fun when it's like, there's those big stages. It's not just like, oh, I bought this, and then I'm going to do 40 tons and a hydrosteer.
Yeah, honestly, from a progression standpoint, you probably have the best perspective because you're the only, as we've learned, you're the only one that keeps vehicles, and your Jeep did start stock, and it is massively different than it is now,
and it's about to be even
more different.
Which doesn't change that much.
It's
more aesthetic than anything right now.
Aesthetic? You have a long arm kit, 35s, and a 4.5-inch lift on there.
Yeah, I did the long arm kit so it would ride better.
Right.
Yeah, but that still doesn't take away from the fact that it got you more off-road capable.
Yeah.
I guess. But even it's not always necessarily capability. It's building a vehicle,
and the fact that you're still on your factory axles.
The
as a non-Rubicon,
the draw to any automotive hobby is usually a form over function.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I think that's the unique thing about off-roading, where like if you're into racing, if you're into racing, it's function.
Yeah.
Right? How light, how fast, how durable can I make my race car?
Yeah.
If you're just into cars, it's pretty much all aesthetics. Yeah. Right? Like, everybody
Which
wants...
is what we do with a lot at the shop.
Right. Well, and it's not even... But it's not even just the Jeep world. It's... Like if you're a muscle car guy, 90% of muscle car guys aren't drag racing their cars, but that horsepower number is part of that aesthetic.
Yeah. You pop the hood.
Yeah, right. Steve. Scumbag Steve. He's probably the only race car driver that's been on our podcast.
That's not true.
That's not true at all.
It's not even close to true.
Drag racing.
Oh.
I was going to say, we've had a host of Ultra 4 guys.
That's different.
How is it?
I mean, technically it is different.
I mean, yeah, it's different, but they're still race car drivers.
Yeah. They're going on a straight line for 10 seconds. The other race car drivers do it for
less.
24 hours.
And not in a straight line. Can you imagine if that's just what the race was just 24 hours?
Just going in a straight line, I would lose my mind. I would lose my mind.
That's a fun concept, though.
The blinders would come on. Like
no. You know how like in the buggy crawling world, it's all about crawl ratio and how slow you can go. Do a 24-hour, like go out to the Bonneville Salt Flats and do a crawl race.
Just 24 hours crawling as slow as you can. See how far you get.
Oh my god!
After 24 hours,
like whoever drives the least
in 24
wins.
hours.
You just fucking let them go.
You'd have a 70-gallon fuel tank just to idle at 1 mile an hour for 24 hours.
James May would love that.
Oh my god, we need to do this.
James May would love that.
But can we get someone who does like the transatlantic accent as like an announcer to be like just super excited about it. And they're off, and here they go. Oh, and so pulls in front, and they're literally
commentator.
And they're literally just.
And here we go.
I was gonna say we don't need to get somebody. We have somebody for that.
Timothy Geminario's in the lead.
No. You gotta give him the old time. It's One-Eyed Pete. Fun fact about One-Eyed Pete: he actually sees out of both eyes.
It's Jim Big Dick Leo.
Exactly. Yeah, that's perfect.
And his co-driver Wiggly.
Wiggly testes.
He's going to set a new land speed record for slowest car ever.
That brings a new meaning to drag race.
Yeah.
Dragging these nuts.
Put it in the comments if you guys want to enter in a crawl ratio.
Yeah.
It's like the sound guys that do like the decibel drags.
Yeah.
Do it. We could just call them it's Toyota drag racing, really.
Toyota
How many
Dragathon.
transfer cases do you have? 6? You're perfect for this.
Do you even move?
Do you even have a transmission? I'm all transfer cases.
I have a 2-speed transmission, high and low,
Like, because
with a quadruple or 4 quadruplers.
Well, it'll be the complete opposite, where like the guys who are going for speed take out like first and second
wait.
gear, and they have to get pushed to
Hold on.
start. Everyone here only has first and second gear, and
yeah.
they took out 3 through 6.
Since we're on this side quest, we're going to discuss this.
Oh boy, here we go. Buckle in, children.
Toyota pickup or first gen Tacoma,
Okay.
22 RE,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Ultra low, like I'm pretty sure Marlin Crawler makes an ultra low granny like shift kit for that manual.
Okay.
Doubler, like at least a 5-to-1 transfer case, tallest gears imaginable for the axles, and portals,
What would
which is
those
another gear reduction.
What would those even be? Would it go above 538?
It's probably like a 538 or like a 550 something.
Yeah.
I honestly, I'm with you. I don't know, but like if you added portals to that,
yeah.
and then like the 22 RE, like you get something to idle at like 400 RPM on those like 54s.
You know, just for the aesthetic, can we put a fucking
Steam
stack
engine?
on there? Yeah,
Just build it out of his.
Bing, 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 bing.
just watch
See, now that
smokestack go.
makes me want to look at like tractor axles, because there's probably tractor axles that are 10-to-1.
Oh, I'm sure. All torque, baby.
We might have to do this. Call Jed.
Write that down.
Call Jed. See if they have a dry lake bed in West Virginia.
Write that down. Write that down.
Jed, we need something as big as the Bonneville Salt Flats. You got to have something. West Virginia has everything.
Yeah.
There's got to be a dry lake bed somewhere in West Virginia.
It would be a mined area. Just be like
I was gonna say it's
it'd just be like a strip mine. Because that's as far as you would get in 24 hours. It's from one end of the strip
just
mine
an
to the
old,
other.
dried up reservoir,
Oh, yeah.
but it's not flat.
It's no.
Yeah, the flatness is gonna be the hard part. Or do we do it? Do we do it on a course?
See how many laps they get?
What,
or
like
don't
Top Gear?
get?
I would say you do laps, but also have obstacles in it, because your crawl ratio would help you get over the obstacles.
True.
So you could just have like crazy steep climbs.
You'd go faster up the obstacles than you would on the track.
This could be a good idea.
Let us know if you like this idea or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
Uh-oh.
What?
Oh.
what else you got on that list of? We got time.
I'm just seeing where we were. The next big adventure and or goal.
Cystic fibrosis.
Well, considering the arms did ship future past, I got that email Friday afternoon.
Oh, cool.
What, for the shop Jeep?
Yeah. So that
Thanks, Rock Crawler.
again, future past is the video's either been made and hasn't been published yet. It's been made and published, or we're in the process of making it.
Yep.
We're gonna do a little refresh on some of the damage.
We just got to get it to the shop now.
Damaged goods.
Well, that's the easy part. Yeah, it'll be like I said, future past.
Yeah,
but
because
no.
the Jeep broke.
So as far as
Shocker.
big adventure, I am personally tossed on like a Hammers SEMA type trip, or doing another Moab type trip, just not all the way to Moab.
So we got what's coming up. I got the dates here.
Oh,
We did that episode already. Hammers is like February 1st or something.
This is like up and coming, like soon.
Yeah.
Trail Hero is September 28th.
That's the same weekend as the cystic fibrosis ride that we're doing.
Great American Crawl, which I got invited to. It's in Ethel, West Virginia. That's
that Good
September
Evening Ranch?
6th through the 8th. It's Hatfield McCoy's area.
Oh, okay.
It's 5 hours away from
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
you can't go to that.
Yeah.
Why?
Mister, I'm going to live at the shop the next 3 weekends.
What
It's
weekend?
September 6th through
Why
the
you
8th.
saying
It's
that?
literally next weekend.
It's like next week. Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen next week.
Got the Hardline 4x4 open house.
Yeah, well, yes, that would be a good one.
Can't do anything on the 28th. We're already committed.
What's
Yeah.
the 28th?
The Cystic Fibrosis Foundation
Damn it.
ride.
We need to start cloning ourselves.
We're technically committed for the 7th because we were going to move the lifts that day.
Oh.
Like I said.
You're committed because you're married.
Yes.
It's his anniversary.
Yes.
Future past.
I mean, it's
You get another one of those.
10 years married. That's
not a big one.
nowadays.
Talk to me when it's 30.
Okay. That's the rate we're going.
And then I found this one while we were sitting upstairs. The Appalachian Off-Road Adventure, their Sunset and Night Wheeling ride is Saturday, October 12th in Gore.
That would be my anniversary.
Yeah.
You can have fun on that one.
Yeah.
I've also watched plenty of sunsets from Gore.
Also true.
I was trying to find some more because I would like to go to Trail Hero before the end of this year because it's the last one.
So that was... What?
It was the last one this year.
Oh.
Well, yeah, but that's the 30th through the 6th. That's not...
So, obviously, there's no way I'm making Trail Hero this year, but I was thinking about we should...
Make our own Trail Hero.
No. Because I'm with you. Trail Hero is probably... Like, the next time I go to Utah, it'll more than likely be for Trail Hero.
Yeah. And we've got a number of people that we can go with now. It wouldn't just be us.
Right. And that, I want to plan ahead on that one because, Abe's the one with the tractor trailer that we need.
Hey, buddy.
No, Tommy's got his new... he's got his new Ford. Remember?
Yeah, and how many... If he puts his buggy in the trailer, how many other Jeeps can he fit in his trailer?
We put him on top. That's fine.
On top?
Abe is the one with the Peterbilt. And
we can borrow.
Abe and I have had this conversation.
Abe, if it's just gone one morning, don't freak out.
No, it's not. We don't have to steal it.
None of us know how to drive it.
It's just a stick shift, bro.
Listen, Abe was...
With 16 gears.
Yeah. You'll be fine.
Last time I talked to Abe about it, he was complaining about how much the fuel cost to tow the wife's Jeep on the F-350 out there.
Oh, yeah.
And, he got a bigger truck, which will help him this year. I don't know if anybody follows Shop Rat Metalworks, our buddy Abe Wine. He's got a sweet deal on that fucking flatbed.
Did he really?
For an F-550 that he's, restoring specifically for that trip.
Well, yeah, because I saw that post he made the other day.
I got a flatbed. I got a flatbed.
Yeah, follow our friends, Shop Rat Metalworks.
I imagine that's exactly how he said it in his head as he was typing it out.
I got a flatbed.
No, he referred to... He's like, after dealing with the donkeys on Facebook Marketplace, I finally got... Yeah. But yeah, he was complaining about fuel, and I was like, I'll tell you what, you haul my Jeep, I'll split fuel with you, and I'll fly my ass out there, and I'll meet you there. And he goes, that would be doable.
Done.
And I was like, cool, you got room on the trailer? He goes, no.
On the plane going, yes, my driver is transporting my Jeeps right now.
Yeah.
As he's flying in coach.
Yep.
I mean,
Back of the bus.
We've talked about the Rubicon, which that's a heavy logistical trip.
Yeah.
So that's a few years down the road. I think that'll be a good one when the kids are older.
Oh yeah.
Because we can basically
drop them off.
Well, we just make a week out of it in Tahoe, in Lake Tahoe. The wives and the kids hang out in Tahoe, and we go jeeping. But to do that, that's going to require hotels, rental cars, shipping 4, 5, 6 Jeeps.
Buy our shit.
Yeah. Fund our shenanigans.
Or lotto tickets. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Something.
We got to find somebody in Lake Tahoe to ship the Jeeps to.
We may know somebody. Maybe.
Well,
I gotta think. Maybe.
We'll find somebody.
Anyways.
But yeah, no, from a short-term standpoint, I don't think as we sit in on actually September 1st.
Yes. Yeah, it is.
Future past plot twist. Or hopefully that doesn't break the time-space podcast continuum.
Oh, we've broken that so many times.
I don't think we've ever actually put an actual date of when we recorded.
Oh, yes, we have.
I think we've alluded to it.
I'm amazed the TWA hasn't come after us.
Anyway, yeah. Anyway, as of September 1st, I don't think we're going to make hammers this year. Unless
you don't say.
Unless an offer from
with what money are you going to
any of our
hammers?
Ultra 4 driver friends that may or may not need some help in their pits.
Just go do media.
I.e., we'll just come hang out with you guys and cheer you on.
No, I'll wrench for 10 days in the desert. Are you kidding me? See,
Hammerlung.
It was funny. I was listening to our own episode where you, Tim, and Freddie were recapping 24 hours.
Yeah.
And Tim was saying he, as much as he enjoyed the event, he doesn't want to rush through things. And my first thought was, well, what fun is that? And that's when I realized we probably need to get into racing because I like to abuse myself physically and mentally. So
I'm my own dominatrix.
Yeah. So why not ruin my entire vacation by making myself work harder? And it sounds absolutely ridiculous, but the idea of like the pressure and the wrenching and like the oh shit it's broken, we need to fix this, or we're gonna lose this. Like I like that mentality, even if it is what I deal with.
No, not pressure. Depression.
Yeah. No. It's called depression.
The pressure's building.
The pressure's building.
Right. Self-deprecating behaviors. I'm okay with it. I admit my problems. That being said, I really think it would be a lot of fun to go
sad
pick
boy.
I'm sad boy.
Listen, if you guys want to be bored and just sit around a fire and relax for a week, fine.
Oh no!
What terrible fate has befallen us?
How dare you want to relax on your vacation? What's wrong with you?
Hey guys, let's go out in the woods
Magic
to get away
8-ball.
from all
Should
the...
I leave this campsite? Ask again later.
Fuck! Ask again later. I'm relaxing.
Yeah.
Let's get away from all the nonsense of our day-to-day lives and go do it in the woods.
Yeah. So I'll ask this question because you asked me at the shop the other day about SEMA, which SEMA's definitely not happening this year. Maybe PRI, which is in December.
Brian's gonna be so sad.
I know, but
Why?
I'll ask this question.
SEMA.
SEMA is earned.
From a shop trip standpoint.
What about me?
You earned it.
I did.
Yeah.
No, we didn't. You didn't earn it, but we took you anyway.
Okay.
Would have left your ass at the shop.
Hold on.
Look at him. He's like,
Pause for a second.
you know who didn't earn it? Tim. No.
Would you, given the choice as a shop trip, SEMA 2025 or Hammers 26?
Considering I have yet to see anything worthwhile coming out, Hammers 26. Because I really would not like a repeat of the last SEMA we went to where it was kind of like a rehash of a lot of stuff. Not that we didn't see cool shit.
Yeah.
And not that we didn't bring the party to the parade at the end of it like we always do.
Yeah.
But
I do like that
Hammers.
we're, alternating years. That way we're not going every year like everyone else.
I'm glad we didn't go last year.
Yeah, but I think that's kind of my point. Is like, I feel like we're in this weird space right now in the off-road automotive world where it's probably going to be another year or two before we see anything like
substantial come out.
Yeah.
I agree with this year.
Yeah.
With 24, I do feel like there's going to be a big enough shift that 25 may be interesting.
Yeah, that's where I say it's like it's kind of a toss. Like as it sits right now, like nothing. Obviously, we're kind of far away from it, but nothing's really been announced that makes me go like, ooh, like I want to go talk to those people and like figure this out. So where my money sits right now would be Hammers 26 because we watch it every year. We talked about it. We tried to do it.
Yeah.
It kind of fell through. That may change if something like really big pops up and it's like, oh shit, like that would be good to go see like in person as a first kind of thing.
I would rather go to King of the Hammers just for the experience, kind of like SEMA, where some of us had never been to SEMA, so you just want to go.
Yeah, yeah.
SEMA now that we've all been multiple times is more of making connections, seeing what other people are doing with parts and vehicles.
Well, I think that's where
seeing some new products as far as like Milwaukee. And
I'm not saying this from a hammer drop standpoint, but like I'll probably go to SEMA 25. It's whether or not it's a shop trip and we all go and party.
But that's where I say like it's
like I wouldn't mind going just for the media side of it too.
Sure,
that's I think that's where I would probably get more enjoyment out of the show is if we went more as like the podcast than as the shop kind of thing? Because like we can do shop things while we're there as the podcast. Like it's easy enough to have a conversation. That's part of the
motivation for PRI.
Yeah.
So if you don't know, PRI is the performance racing industry. It's a sister company to SEMA, and it is very motorsport focused, which like the
vroom, vroom.
PRI is brap, brap. It's in Indianapolis, so it's a drive versus having to fly and spend a week or whatever.
We can go to Pawnee.
But the plan for PRI is it would be more of a podcast.
You have network connectivity issues.
What? Oh.
Side quest.
404, page not found.
Like the PRI show is definitely more podcast focused.
Yeah.
Where like there is definitely a shop benefit for me, but it's a longer term thing because there is the long term goal. I have not forgotten the racing in 3, competitive in 5.
The post-it note is fucking somewhere.
It's got to be in a box somewhere.
It's somewhere.
But I haven't forgotten it.
I think we said racing in 5, competitive in 7.
So, yeah.
During
we wrote it down.
Hammers in 23.
Yeah.
Hammers of 23, we're sitting there streaming it at the shop, watching it on the TV at the shop, and I looked at Trevor and I said, we will go racing in 3 years and competitive in 5.
I'll tell you who's not going to be driving.
Tim.
Brian.
Or Tim.
Now, thankfully, Tim knows that about himself. Tim has outwardly said he does not want to be in the car at all.
Why?
Because it freaks him out.
Yeah.
What?
He rode shotgun when he was.
So
I forget which race he was at, but he came home.
When he went to Famous Reading.
Yeah, that's what it was.
He did like. Not even it was.
It was practice runs.
It was a test and tune with George Schooley.
Yeah,
and they were they were in a side by side. They weren't even in the 48 car.
Dude, he came back and was like, "I will never."
He said it was even with a helmet on and a roll cage and harness.
He almost pissed himself.
And George told him they were only doing like 40 miles an hour.
And he legit got back and was like, I will never.
Now,
he goes, I don't care. I don't need to be in the car.
I've had the conversation with him where I think he would be a good navigator and co-driver.
I don't think he would. I think it would sit right with him.
I think it would take him time. And Tim and I, during 24 hours, had this discussion where it would really be probably between PJ and I, as far as who's driving and who's co-driving.
Yeah.
Because you and I both have the same speed thing where like it doesn't phase us.
No.
And it's just a matter of who's driving and who. I get too motion sick, so I don't know if I could co-drive.
Yeah.
I think that would probably be your biggest problem. Is like if you ever needed to switch out for any reason, you'd have an issue in the passenger seat.
100%.
Like that's just
right.
And
like,
I was doing it the other day. I'm sitting like the drive the other day, getting the trailer. I was booking it down River Road to get to the shop. I was. No offense, law enforcement. I was probably doing like 75 down River Road.
Mexico City.
Yeah.
River Road, Mexico City.
But it was that moment where just unintentionally I kind of just locked in and was just...
It's a good road for that.
And I'm just like, oh, this feels so good. Like, I want to do this in a Baja car. I want to go 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, but that...
when I was taking my kid to the ER.
But like that's a different...
Oh, I hit triple digits that night.
There's a different level.
He was running 105
of like road that like.
Oh
like and even at that, like 100 miles an hour in off-road racing is top tier. 4400.
Oh yeah,
trophy truck. Like even the lower level Baja guys aren't doing that.
No. They're doing 65, 70.
Right.
But it's off road, and you're like, okay, like you actually still have to pay attention.
With Tim in the side by side and flying. Side by sides skeeve me out at high speeds. Yeah, because you don't feel as safe.
But I agree with that. But like, there is a. At least I agree with him in the sense that there is a mental hurdle of there's an 800 horsepower motor just floored.
Yeah.
Like just flat out versus the little 3-cylinder side by side that's barely working to do 50. Like that, even if it's the same speed.
Yeah.
If your heavy ass 4400 car doing 60 miles an hour is wide open, there is that mental of holy shit.
Yes.
that's it. Like that's it. That's the beans. Like that is all of it.
And that's why I want to do it, because it's like just thinking about it, I'm like,
yeah, but there's I would, if Eric Miller was like, hey, come for a ride. Like I'm testing next weekend if you want to ride along.
Yes.
I'm doing that in a heartbeat.
Yes.
But there's a part of me that knows I'm going to be less comfortable in the passenger seat than I am driving, even if it is Eric Miller.
Well, I think that's really any of us, because it's just that mental, like, you understand, some part of you understands you are literally not in control of anything.
Right.
Like whatever happens, you can do nothing to stop it. You can do nothing to avoid it. Like it's just that block of like it.
And like I don't.
It's like when your wife drives the car and you can't hit the brake.
Yeah, no. But even to that
like
point,
I'm more freaked out doing that and thinking about that than I am about sitting in a box.
Look at what happened to Kevin Jones last year at Hammers, where he's testing shocks and the steering wheel coupler falls apart.
Jesus, take the wheel.
You took it.
Yeah.
No, he didn't ask to take it. He took it.
Yeah. The wheel
Not
was
that one, Jesus.
It's mine now.
self-clearancing.
Self-clearancing.
And thankfully that all worked out, and everyone's fine. They fixed the car, and he still started the race.
Yeah.
But to me, that's the testament of how safe the cars are.
Oh yeah.
Which is why there is especially I don't like roller coasters, not because I don't like speed and heights. I don't like roller coasters.
Me and PJ will be driving. Yeah.
Because I didn't build it and maintain it.
I definitely understand that mental block.
If they let me take a torque wrench to the fucking roller coaster before I strapped into it, I would be
Sir,
fine.
it's been a week. How many of these bolts do you need to torque check?
I'm not done yet. You've gone around 4 times now. Yep.
And frankly, I'm only checking my seat. And it stems.
Are you sure this ride is sanitary?
Yeah.
No, the joke for him would be he'd get done with all that and check his seat and then be like, sir, the bar's not latching. You can't be on the ride.
No,
you're too fat.
No, it's funny you mention that, because that's where my PTSD comes from.
You must be this round to ride this
I was in
ride.
high school. Growing up in New Jersey, I lived 15 minutes from Six Flags Great Adventure.
I'm sorry.
It's a good theme park. It's not Disneyland.
Not the one down here.
No, yeah, it's not the one down here, though. It's the one in New Jersey.
I'll go to the one in Texas all day.
Sure. Anyway, point is, we get on a ride. I forget. Oh, it was, what the hell is the name of that roller coaster?
Don't know.
It was a big wooden roller coaster. It was relatively new at the time.
That's an oxymoron.
I know, but that was the draw to the roller coaster.
So it clearly didn't go upside down.
No. And it was a lap bar only. Okay, so there was no shoulder harness.
Classic.
It was like a rebuilt
legit.
classic. Yeah. I forget the name of the roller coaster. There with my friends, everyone gets in the roller coaster, whatever, and the bar. We're on video, so you can actually see this now. The bar is just above my knees.
I hate those.
Right?
I hate those.
Where and I'm looking at my buddy Austin, who's 5'8" and 130 pounds, and it's into his fucking waist, and it's literally the pressure point of the bar is across the top of my knees, right? Put it down, give it a good click, and this is I do enjoy roller coasters. I just don't go on them anymore. Clicks.
Oxymoron.
Yeah, I know.
Just moron.
If you've ever been on a roller coaster,
I like beer. I just don't drink.
Yeah.
if you've ever been on a roller coaster, the operators do the all clear.
Yeah.
And then they push the button.
I'm not.
So instead of going all clear, the guy goes car 3. And I look and I'm like,
fuck.
Car 3. 1, 2, 3. Fuck. Another 17-year-old kid walks up to me and goes, suck it in. And he puts his body weight on, and it clicks once.
Oh.
And they go, all clear, and push the button. And I'm like, whoa. Time out. There's one click.
Let me tell you something.
I'm like, there's one click between good and not good right now. and the first it was at the time it was the fastest wooden roller coaster in the world, and the first drop was an 82-degree angle.
Nice.
So we go over the first hill, and my ass is coming out of the seat, and there's one click between me and falling out of this roller coaster. And at that point I went, I'm not getting on roller coasters anymore.
You should do the Intimidator.
No, I'm good.
You might actually like that one.
Is it one that shoots you out?
No, it's Dale Earnhardt.
Yeah. It's
inspired roller coaster that has like whatever G's in the first
like,
turn.
So like people will
black out.
Oh, see, that does sound fun to me, actually.
Yeah, so like the whole point is like you'll watch people like when we went on it, I could tell my vision was coming in just from but I'm like I'm watching heads just.
Yeah, they base it around like the NASCAR G's coming around the corners.
Like you would actually enjoy it because it's not like upside down. It's literally just all.
So the upside down thing doesn't bother me. If there's a shoulder harness, 5
point, baby.
Yeah, shoulder like the shoulder harness stuff, I'm good.
Yeah.
The ones that I don't like.
Where you're hanging.
No, I don't. No,
the hanging ones are
the ones I don't like
are
the ones that are just straight up and down for no reason.
What about riding at night?
Oh, so like you don't like Tower of Terror shit?
No, like thrill rides are fine.
Okay.
So like Rock and Roller Coaster, which I think is getting closed if it isn't closed already in Disney World.
Yeah.
Or it shoots you out and the first thing's a loop.
Yeah.
Like I like that roller coaster because like it's good turns, it's banks, it's all that. It's been so long I don't even remember the name of it, but there was a roller coaster that was built at Great Adventure that shoots you out. You go up a hill, like you literally go up 90 degrees, over a hoop, down 90 degrees, and that's the entire ride.
Oh, so it's kind of like Superman at the Baltimore Six Flags. Like the whole point of the ride is it's literally just up and then down at almost 90 degrees.
Right. Yeah.
And that's pretty and the rest of it's kind of rinky dink like whatever.
Right. And like,
but it's like a 2-minute ride. That's
right.
it.
And like even the wooden roller coaster where you're just doing this for 2 minutes. Like that's just not fun to me.
Yeah.
Like there's got to be
Give me some loop-de-loops.
Yeah,
Give me some corkscrews.
The hoop-de-hoos.
And that's like like all the adult roller coasters at like Disney World I find very fun, but it's also Disney World because it's they actually put thought and shit into it as opposed to
Sometimes.
Right, but I also like I don't know. It's
We should go to Busch Gardens. They have some good ones.
Like
we need to do Halloween Busch Gardens.
Oh no,
it's fun.
No,
I know. I'm not. I'm just.
You don't even have to go for the roller coasters.
You know what we really need to do? Like I think where we would have the most fun. Epcot. Just drink around the world all day.
Yeah, all day.
That I wouldn't mind going back to because the last time I went to Disney World, I was single digits.
You would you were both
in weight or age?
Yes.
Star Wars Land is fantastic.
Yes, I need to save up my $300 to get my lightsaber.
Yeah.
What?
You can also like build your own droid, like Build-A-Bear.
Yes, I'm aware.
I know you're aware. I'm just
because I need.
This is a conversational podcast, Trevor.
I need to get.
We're having a little BB-8.
Well, yes, but I was going to say I also need to get all of the thermal detonator sodas as well.
Yes. Huh?
Have you? I'm going to smack the shit out of you. At Star Wars World,
they also have blue milk.
It's a big to-do because you have to ship the sodas home.
Yeah.
Because they look like thermal detonators, which i.e. grenades. So when they first came out,
I have a Diet Coke around here somewhere that we brought home.
People were putting them in their carry-ons because they're like, it's a soda can.
Yeah.
And then they were getting stopped by TSA because in the X-ray machine, it looks like fucking grenades.
In 2017, when we went to Disney, what the fuck is the name of the Polynesian resort?
Oh yeah,
in Disney.
Yeah.
There's a like Hawaiian Polynesian themed speakeasy, and they have themed drinks.
It's delicious.
It's really cool. One of the drinks was like the Black Pearl or the Pearl or something.
Yeah.
Carrie got it. Comes with a souvenir pearl glass. She put that in the carry-on.
You got stopped, didn't you?
We got searched because I mean I'm like I literally like
looks like a cannonball.
Well, as I looked at the TSA agent, I was like, "What is this fucking Looney Tunes?"
Yes,
because like he opened the bag and he pulled it out. And he goes, "Huh," and he puts it back, zips everything. Was you're free to go. I'm like, really? You guys saw a perfectly round object on the X-ray and went, "Must be a bomb."
What's wild to me is that like they're that close to Disney. Like you'd think they'd like not that I'm not upset that they like stop people, right?
You'd
like
think the TSA would do their due diligence and like note that Disney is selling certain objects.
And the flip side of that.
Because at that point, then people can take advantage of it if it's a known thing.
Yeah.
Well, but that was going to be my point. Is like really, Disney should sit there and go, don't put these in your carry-on. Yeah. Like, at least give the disclaimer, because then if you do it and you get popped, like, it's your own stupidity.
My whole thought was, like, it's plastic, so it's not going to trigger any of the metal stuff. And I was like, yeah, I get it. It's a perfectly round object, but like, maybe it's a baseball or a beach ball, like
cannonball.
But the problem is there's a flat spot
Better
on
than
it.
the double-sided dildo that one TSA guy found.
But even
Oh, dude, he popped the bag and just went. Whoa.
Even like the when we were coming home from SEMA the first year, and I tried to sneak the bottle of Shot Monkey whiskey home, and
Yep. Yep.
And like
that
the guy,
was fun.
Which again, I knew it was we got there early enough on purpose because I knew I was either going to get turned away.
Because we tried to ship it.
Right. I was just trying to avoid the $50 check bag fee.
And we tried to ship it.
And nobody
initially.
was shipping.
Yeah.
And the TSA guy goes, "Do you have a bottle of alcohol in here?" And I was like,
knew.
"Yeah."
Didn't
yeah,
even-
because it's literally a bottle of Maker's Mark.
He didn't even pop the bag.
Like, listen,
you have alcohol.
we don't have to flash the bottle of Maker's Mark on the screen. Everybody knows what that bottle looks like.
Yeah.
And it's Vegas. And he went, "Do you have a bottle of alcohol in your bag?" And I went, "Yeah, it's sealed." He goes, "It's more than 3 ounces. Would you like to check your bag?" And I was like,
i.e., we're going to check your
that's
bag.
how I was like, "Yeah." And he zips it back up, hands it to me, and I had to walk all the way back, check the bag, get back in line.
Yep.
But again, I
We
knew
knew.
it.
We knew.
Totally off topic. That was a massive side quest.
Yeah, it was.
We got
It's fine.
ended
This
up
whole
on,
episode is a side quest.
This is really the title of the episode. Side quests.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Which one?
What do you look forward to when your kids are older?
As far as like wheeling and stuff.
The
I
mini
can
Ultra
tell you-
4 track I'm building in the backyard.
I can tell you what my wife is looking forward to.
You taking Ollie 4-wheeling and her getting weekends away?
Yeah.
Mine too.
Yeah.
Having a girl weekend.
More like having a sleep weekend.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. No,
Like-
I am very.
But I am excited for that. Like, I'm very much excited for the day where
Yeah.
he is, one, old enough to safely be in there, but also old enough to, like, understand and, like, have fun with it.
Yeah.
Because knowing all of our children, they're going to be driving those cars long before they have their licenses.
Oh yeah,
Like, that's just going to be a thing.
Carrie has okayed the go-kart, ATV, dirt bike, whatever you want to call it, track in the backyard. So I'm excited because that means I get to buy a skid steer. Because you got to have a skid steer to
All right,
build.
Jeremy Clarkson.
That's such an adult thing to say. Like, that's such a grown man. Like,
Have you ever driven a skid
I'm not
steer?
excited because my
Have either of you ever driven a
Yes.
skid steer?
Yeah, one time.
Yeah.
When you get to operate a skid steer, you'll understand why I'm excited about owning a skid steer.
It's just funny because it's not the like, oh, I'm excited for to have the space so my kid can actually do it. No, it's because I get to buy a skid steer.
And then
Fuck my kid,
Yeah.
I get to buy a skid steer.
no, he's gonna have fun with it too. But like, it's mutual fun because he gets to do 3 miles an hour on a kid's ATV.
Oh, yeah.
Around the course. Then we get to take our adult go karts that we build, get hammered, and race each other open wheel around the same track.
You know what I look forward to, and it kills me every time I see little kids do it, is when they like turn their heads because
Oh, yeah.
you're like trying to teach them how
Yeah.
to turn,
Yeah.
but all you see is this.
Well, that's because the helmet's like it.
But it's like they're trying to lean into it.
Yeah, I love like how even though it's a kid-sized helmet, it's still
They look
on their
like
body.
bobbleheads.
Well, it was on their body, it looks like they're wearing an adult helmet, and it's just and they like
Oh, yeah.
every time they fall over, they're just so top heavy because of the helmet. It's the best.
Yeah.
It's like that and like little kids in ski gear
Oh yeah.
is like when Karen and I were in Canada. Like 2 years ago,
Canada.
she was pregnant, so like we couldn't.
Oh, so you'd had a kid in ski gear.
Yeah, we couldn't go skiing, but we were like hanging out in the lodge and stuff and just watching because they're in the jumpsuits and they have the
they just
helmet,
waddle.
the goggles, and the face mask on, and they can't put their arms down and they're in ski boots and they're just doing this.
And they're chasing after their parents.
And-
Wait.
yeah, and then there's always the one kid that just bombs straight down the hill, being chased by the instructor, screaming "Pizza, pizza!" and the kids just go "Wee!"
French fries.
That was literally me.
Yeah.
My dad tells that story to people
Yeah.
all the time where because we've gone skiing
Yeah.
all the time, and he's literally going down the slope. Here comes like 6-year-old me just
Yeah.
and he's just like the way he tells it, he recalls going like, there's no way. And then he literally sees the instructors down going, Trevor! Trevor! And he's just like, oh, God.
Everyone
It's like-
say Colorado.
It's like the it's like the reel. There's a reel with two little kids where the girl goes, "I'm gonna draw a flower," and then the other kid's running back. Somebody gave me fire! And he just runs by with the sparkler.
Same energy as the kid. What do you have? A knife? No!
Yeah, we're screwed.
It's
But
so
yeah,
bad.
no, it's I was trying to convince Carrie about doing the overland trip that Freddie is planning.
In October?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I feel like we could get away with doing it with Tommy, but it falls the weekend between our anniversary trip and another weekend that we have something planned, and I don't remember what it is.
That's gonna
I'm
be a
doing it
tough
in my
sell.
Jeep.
With what
October.
axles?
The axles that are under it right now.
I wasn't sure if that was like your goal
No.
to get the tons done.
Fuck no.
He's got to get started on him first.
Yeah.
He did. He was at the shop yesterday.
What'd you do?
I'm just a light tear down of the rear end.
Did you not see his reel?
Come on, man.
Like and subscribe, Jeep Guy 602.
Yeah.
I saw the picture he sent me of them out of the Comanche.
Yeah.
No. Well, you were worried they got stolen.
It wasn't so much worried, so much as just asking the question. Like,
Well, that was
because there was just a picture with no context, and it's like, the axles are not in the bed of the Comanche.
we were
Did
wrapping
you
stuff up
guys move
Friday,
those?
and Brian made the comment. He's like, "We should bring those inside." I was like, "There's no way those are getting lifted out with anything other than the forklift."
Yeah.
And then
They got
PJ
put in with a
Well,
crane.
and then, but then PJ's like, "Yeah, but then I could get started on them." I was like, "Go get the forklift."
I mean, we got the space for it, so
yeah, we do have the space again.
I just took a whole bunch of shit off and threw it in the scrap bin. So
Did you fit the shelf in his Honda?
no.
I got to empty the. Actually, while you guys are here, we can take the compressor out of the truck and then
Amazing how that works.
Yes.
hands.
Yeah.
Hans.
At least you covered it.
The parking.
My
brakes.
wife covered it because It was beautiful. Like it was
I guess
beautiful the
that's
day I
true.
came home.
I guess
but
that's true, yeah.
Parking brakes were a little fucked.
maybe we should probably wrap up.
Tommy, keep it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about you.
Yeah. I'm talking about building your go-kart track in the backyard. How dare you wake up from your nap?
Grateful.
It's going to make the same noises the first time he wrecks. He straight up whacked himself square in the forehead with his own toy yesterday.
Nice.
He's got it's like a plastic square thing. You drop the ball on the top and it like goes down and you just repeat. Mm-hmm. And it was laying down and there's like a little base and he went to flip it up. And he put his hand on it, and it flipped up, and it just hit him square.
So he
between
shoveled
the
himself.
eyes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Classic
The
garden hoe.
The best was he was on all fours when he did it, and it caught him square in the forehead. And I watched it happen. I'm just staring at him, and he stops
processing.
Yeah, he stops what he's doing, and he goes from crawling to sitting, and he looks at me, and I'm like, "You good, bud?" And he just goes.
That hurts.
It was,
I don't know what to
It was like a
do.
tornado siren winding up, and I was like, "Ah, jeez!" Like,
He whacked himself so hard it took his brain a minute to process.
It was literally like it was a full 15 seconds. Like he changed seating positions, turned around, and looked at me,
And then cried.
and then realized that it was hard.
Yeah.
like it was not one of those like, "Oh, you're fine." I was
Like
like,
it- oh, it
I was
bonked
like,
you.
I was like,
Like-
"Oh, that's probably gonna bruise."
Hey, buddy, did you get some makeup
yeah.
on your forehead
He's starting to like get
Ash
the
Wednesday.
confidence to like let go of stuff. Like
Yeah.
he's this close to walking.
Yeah.
But that has also led to him falling over a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
Like he had a good also yesterday. He went to go from the couch to the coffee table, no hands.
Oh, boy.
And like slow tumbled.
Mm-hmm.
But in the process of slow tumbling, he rolled and whacked his head on the side of the coffee table.
Nice.
It's because he's very top heavy. He's got a giant
I was going
noggin.
to say his head
good.
is so big.
Tommy, you can watch this when you're older.
why are you guys always making fun of me?
Because the internet's forever.
Yeah.
No, don't worry. I can't wait to tell all your friends in high school when you peed on yourself in the hospital. Literally waterboarded himself with his own pee.
It's okay. I did that to my grandmother.
Oh, well,
Recently?
no. Every parent or
Well,
grandparent.
she's dead, so no.
Every parent or grandparent does get peed on eventually, but it literally
It was one of those like
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's
he
a
was
classic.
2 days old. he had to like basically live under a UV light for like the jaundice Billy Rubin stuff.
Gotta love that
so
stuff.
He had little like
tanning
little baby
goggles.
tanning goggles.
They're
like,
great.
No joke. Yeah,
They're
like,
great.
They're little plastic.
Living up to that Jersey Shore.
Oh yeah, 100%. But they're cloth because they're newborns.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It was probably like the second or third diaper I had changed.
No more black shit.
Oh no, lots of black shit. But it was Carrie's parents were there, and I'm literally changing the diaper, and like I'm holding him by the ankles, and I'm looking at Craig, and I feel like something on my arm, and then like just instinctively I do like one of these, like what the fuck, and I like as I lift my arm, I look down, and his pee stream just goes
right into his face.
over and just straight onto the cloth goggles, and he just soaks his entire face down. And the funniest thing about it was all four of us saw it at the exact same time, and we all started laughing hysterically.
You have to.
And Carrie's on like the hospital phone, like because like we're like we need stuff to like clean him up. He needs new bedding. He needs new goggles. All this stuff. And like she's on the phone, and the nurse goes, "Are you laughing or crying?"
Yes.
And Carrie's like laughing, and the nurse comes in and is like, "What happened?" I'm like, "He peed on his own face." And the nurse just goes, "Yeah, that'll happen." And we're like, we're okay with it. We just want him to have like dry bedding.
It's got to be sad for the nurses because like they get so jaded to that stuff that it's just like this
Well,
is funny.
And
but,
I would imagine most new parents are not like in tears laughing.
Oh,
when
yeah,
it
no,
happens.
they're probably
they're
like-
probably more panicked. But
Well,
it was
that
just,
and exhausted, like,
yeah,
you
but
just-
Carrie was so exhausted she was laughing. I was laughing because I had survived plenty of medical things of
Yeah.
people peeing and shitting on themselves, and like the drunk.
now it's just expected.
Like the drunk guy at Taco Bell at midnight on Christmas Eve that passed out on the bench and pissed all over himself on the floor in Taco Bell.
We had one in college where
That was a good one.
the cops showed up to IHOP because a guy had passed out on the top of his SUV.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So like we showed up to eat because it's 1 a.m, 24-hour IHOP. We're drunk as shit. We see him passed out and we're like, ooh, someone had a good night. And then all of a sudden, about 15 minutes in, the cops walk in. Like, I don't know why they even came inside because
Probably to get pancakes.
how could you miss him?
Yeah.
Oh, no. They were asking, where's the guy that's passed out?
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, you're literally parked right next to him. How did you miss him?
It's like the people of Velocity.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we've had enough side quests for the day. We got to wrap it up so I can go get my
DirtNerdsOffroad.com.
like, subscribe, tell your friends to like and subscribe.
Yeah.
If you guys have any episode topic ideas, just let us know.
Leave your comments above.
Happy to talk about it.
and below.
And to the side.
Dirt Nerds Off Road Forum on Facebook for all the chit chat
Yeah.
and swags.
And for anyone who doesn't know,
It's free to join.
DirtNerdsOffroad.com.
The Jeepcables 602 BJ photography.
Yeah, if you ever follow him, he'll send you links from both of his IG accounts.
Yep, you're welcome.
We should get one of the clapper things.
Oh, yeah, that'd be good.
I'm sure they're cheap on Amazon.
And cut. Scene. DirtNerdsOffroad.com.